All right. It's 1 o'clock. I gave everybody like 30 minutes notice, which is about 28 more minutes than I usually give people. Um, but this isn't not for broadcast for a very good reason, which is when I bought the game, I normally just download it instantly, but for some reason, it did not. So we're just going to put that down there. And we're going to give it like 30 minutes. Also, let me make sure something else. What's it called? No, I don't use that anymore. Yeah, that's it. It's going to pop up on my left screen and incriminate me. Yep, I knew it. Fuck off. I'm just going to pause that. Oh wait, that was already done. I need to pause this. Excellent. Though I think you're going to be proud of me because I did uh, put a little bit more effort into this one than normal. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second. What? It's loading. Legion of Wax, that's a good one. Duplicate any card except your champion. Oh, I should have went the other way.
Hi, I'm the devil. Hello.
Oh crap, I forgot to turn it back on. Hello. Choo choo.
Hi, I'm the devil. Hello. Did you hear me?
Yep. We're gonna do this today. This is what we're gonna do today. But everything is just a black screen. Oh no, y'all missed it. But this is why it's not for broadcast just yet. It is. It's in the process. I'm doing a Rick. I'm downloading live on stream. Oh no, I used the wrong one. I'm trying to get my combo engine going here. Yeah. Oh, that's not the double strike one. That sucks. I heard you, Mr. Jones. Do you hear me?
I mean, this is 2-year-old level information to understand.
I just can't believe you. It's so easy. You know, when Wes comes in and he doesn't understand my logistics game.
I mean, this is 2-year-old level information to understand.
I just cannot. God, I have 2-year-old information. I'm serious. 2-year-old information. 2-year-old, like, how can you not get this? Yeah. Why is this guy so weak? He's so weak. And he's just gonna smash through him, isn't he? Now this card's really cool because when it splits, it keeps all the buffs on it. So in reality, you get 4 little guys with these massive buffs on it. Yep, and since he only has 1 attack, you can just see how the damage stacks.
Hey, buddy.
Nice to see you, Default. Kill a random friendly unit, kill a random NOS box unit. I feel like my deck is already so thick. I mean, you should really try to keep it like under 20 cards. For every 2 Blight cards. Now, I know this isn't what I promised, but the game's half done. It's already half done, okay? With endless. Let's make this guy endless. +5. We'll make you our buff boy. I don't know. Quick. What's a good card to put quick on? None of these? You can get an attack in. That's it's also bad. Purge card. Get out of my deck. Weenie liquor. I'm glad you could all join me. I'm not faking you out with the wrong game, even though I kind of am. It's coming. Okay, just believe me, please. Alright, be interesting.
Did you know they're announcing in the United States, if you are a sperm donor, they're going to give your information over and make you pay child support?
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, who doesn't know that? Crap, I'm losing them. Oh, shit.
But what do you personally think is going on with Kim Jong-un?
I don't know, what do you think? Wow, you just drew them all at the same time, huh? It's interesting. Oh, this guy's just gonna be invincible. Tell me how you really feel. Oh, it gave me the one card I didn't want. Peace was never an option. That's the one I wanted. Look, it's so beefy now. Oh crap, I'm so gonna die. Oh yeah, it's over now. Oh, I could have put that down there, I might have won. Yeah, it's all over. Yeah, it does too much and does no damage. I don't even know what this is. This was just a run that was left on my sheet. Consume cards in hand to add draft unit to your hand. Enhanced. Well, draft's pretty good. Sacrificial resurrection. Oh, they're cutting off their waxy hands. Oh no. Oh no.
Hi, I'm the devil. Hello.
Alright, random. Because I like to live life on the edge. Of course, we get Umbra again. On the first turn of battle, what do we get? 7. So we got. Let's be an expensive boy. Let's see. Gorge. Well, this is always hard for me. Well, lifesteal comes in. It restores health equal to the damage dealt. Okay, but it comes in with lifesteal too, and then it goes away, I believe. Or like every time it attacks, it loses a stack of lifesteal. So I guess it's supposed to be like on the top and it just eats the whole time. Or I can just stick him behind some fodder and he can just... Because how many times does he have to eat to equal that? 15, 5, 6. He has to eat 6 minions to even equal this. And Trample's a better ability. Especially in the early game, it will carry you.
And I hope what I just said isn't too confusing or too sophisticated. And I don't mean that in a condescending way. I get rude sometimes, but I'm the first person to apologize for it. I cut my leg in DC and it got infected. And then that time I waited too long until it was all rotting inside, and they did x-rays of that and said, look at this. If this would have gone another week, you might have lost your leg. I had like 2 different types of bacteria, one of them flesh eating inside my leg. But again, that itself is a side issue.
Yeah, you know, that side issue. Don't you just hate when that happens? I know I do. God, this guy's so good. I just like the beefy characters, I guess. What's this deck about? Making space, okay, and then deal to random enemies. Deal 3 damage. I mean, let's consume. And apparently we're just enhancing our person indefinitely. So, what's our game plan? I think we're just going to, for Penumbra, we're going to just enhance them with all these green cards and restore all the downside with our Umbra cards. Health. Ah, crap. Yeah, I'll give him Quick. Quick's a good ability. And since he has Trample, it doesn't matter what order of damage we do, because it all just goes over top of him. Non-boss enemies get extra attack. It's Relentless and Spikes, okay. He's got a lot of health. Recover. And can. Got 2, it'll deal 6 damage. I don't know, that can really screw me over. What's the status? 8 out of 12. That's like 2/3 of the way. You fool! Alright. Lifesteal, that's a good one. So, look, you got Lifesteal, 2, for the next 2 attacks, okay. And I keep getting these ones that just, like, gain 1 mana, which isn't super helpful to me, as you probably imagine. Oh, they'll attack and get killed. Whoops. We'll just restore some health. Aha! We could do lifesteal. I got this Antumbra Assault again. So apparently we're just going to use this one guy to carry us through the game, and it sounds fun until I screw up and everything dies. Take out the raise bait, take the deal X damage. Let's do that. But we can't use it until we upgrade it. And what do you know? Got upgrades right here. Ah, those people suck. We're almost there. We're 10 out of 12. Destructive explosives enter with a damage shield. That's one of the worst ones, if I'm honest. One of the worst ones. And then I just get this dead hand. Can't play it there, because this guy will get buffed if I play that up there. And I guess I can just put people up here if I really want to. Get a dude. Get a magma eater. Yeah, that sounds like a good one. And whoever I put up here is going to get real buff. Uh-oh. Or they're going to get freaking slammed. Oh yeah, they're going to get slammed. Uh-oh. I don't think it's going to be enough. Deals 80. Okay, yeah, how useful. Slay, add 2 uncommon or rare. I can put you in front. Yeah, look, it did it. Aha. Take that. Here, have some health. You just needed that one extra hit. You would have guessed Monster Train. Look, Wiggle, you weren't even here. Look, it's almost done. We just gotta wait for it. Because when I hit download, when I bought it, it didn't work. Add quick. Yeah, that's a good one. Apparently I need this. You would have guessed the Monster Train. There's only one thing I have to say about that.
Hi, I'm the devil. Hello.
Now.
Sit down and shut up.
Plus 10 magic power, that's always good. And then that makes this free damage. Permafrost. And then I'm out of the moolah. Make him bigger. No! I
refuse to go along with this.
Refuse to go along. Cranky woman's about to come out perfectly done in the soup. Oh no.
Your wife's pretty hot. By the way, I want your daughter over here as well.
Oh wait, I made him bigger. This is not good. Oh no, I misplayed. I misplayed real hard. Damn, I keep doing it. It keeps happening. Oh, and then it didn't even hit this guy. That's cool. It just kept happening. I have no idea. I have no idea why. Oh god, it's the wrestler guy. I need the construction ability because my guy is too big. Oh, okay, cool. Fantastic. That's... Whoops. Yeah. Did you know, guys, I played this game a fair amount. Distract
This is what they're
them.
into. It came out with Bill Clinton that I guess, he's not as dark as some. He likes to get, his thing is hot blondes, good-looking bombshell blondes, voluptuous blondes. This came out, they settled court cases on this. And he likes to get them in a room, and he'll slap them on their ear, on the side of their head, so there's not a mark. He'll slap them upside the head, and then grab them by the throat. Please come in my office, ma'am. And he slaps them upside the head.
Yeah,
and then grabs
slaps
them by
them.
the throat.
I'm listening.
And he says, take your pants off.
All
and
right.
if they whimper anyway, he goes, listen, it's okay, I'm going to kiss you. And he bites them on the lip, kind of like a badger.
A badger.
Until they bleed.
Oh, no.
Snarling with spit coming out of his mouth while he rapes them. And he pins them down, biting them. Almost like a ring in a bull's nose. He's a loving person. See, he doesn't like having the sex. He likes the raping.
Not the having the sex. All right. Well, on that note, I can't afford any of this crap. All right. Good news is our game's ready. You've updated the NFV save system. Convert your own saves to shiny new ones. It'll take a few minutes. Chat close. Oh. UK went into lockdown in March. We had 3 days from beginning to shoot episode 2. 48 hours later, 10 weeks of upcoming shoots have been canceled. Determined not to give up. Credible cast jobless. And this new episode was conceived, written, produced, and shot entirely under lockdown conditions. Okay, we're very tired. If you're playing this game for the very first time, welcome aboard the Early Access train. You're already a friend. Thanks for coming back.
Are you saying that Advance have cured death?
We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Alright. Enter game name. Bob saves. Bob Jones. There we go. We're here. The election. Oh, God.
Hi, David. I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry. It's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens.
Okay.
Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the 4 small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for this. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got... Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk.
Under the desk.
See a load of videotapes on the left? They're your adverts. Pick any 3 and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
Alan James.
Right, won't be long now till the signal starts coming through from the station. Stay on your toes. All the bigwigs are in tonight because of the election, so we better not make any mistakes.
One to miss. At 9 p.m, sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie, The Freedom.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know seafood makes me go out in pustules.
Oh,
I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day.
For leading economist Katie Brightman. Finally, at midnight, it's the National Weather Report before we say good night until tomorrow. But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay,
Moving on
we're
up.
all good.
The election
Next
win
is
that
going to be the
experts
throw to the
said
news
just pretty
titles
much.
on screen 2.
Hopeful or hostile.
There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Meghan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of the
Oh, I
Citizen
see.
Party have to say on their historic visit.
Right. Button
That's
2
all coming up on
in
tonight.
3,
National
2,
Nightly News.
1. Lovely, mate. Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes. Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Now, lovely, mate.
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance. The landslide.
Listen, mate, we often get a bit of interference around this time of night, so keep your eye on the machine on the bottom right. You can move that white dot up and down, avoiding the interference using the yellow knob or your scroll wheel.
Oh,
Of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately.
I see.
The opposition parties
That was
all
not
consider defeat
something
to Advance's overwhelming
I
majority, but have yet
predicted.
to appear publicly.
Right,
However,
it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
This is
going
very
live to
interesting.
Advance HQ to hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3,
That's all coming
2,
up.
1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody. Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
Oh,
Thought I'd ask him about the election.
personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you. I thought that was our little secret. It's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship.
Me too.
Yeah.
Wicked. We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is...
Our new guy put him on it. Look, he got caught up, okay?
Between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot. Or pull out the wide shot for a bit, just to keep it interesting.
I see.
3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be
Ew.
fine. It's not as complicated
Welcome
as it
home,
sounds.
Johnny.
You've seen programs like
Hey, honey.
Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Quiet in the studio.
Oh, I see.
Thank you so much.
As long as the ad's playing, it overrides. I don't want to like hit something that overrides when it doesn't.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first,
Get
our
ready to go to
football
Megan on
reporter,
screen 4.
Megan Wolf is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from
Is
Shakespeare...
future shock
Flash
victory.
on screen 3 when she says his name.
by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The Medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as that's Peter Jensen, the director. Do you know him?
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
Oh, okay.
Several
Thunder Twat.
I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. What a wild ride. You know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right.
You
It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love.
He looks at the camera.
A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but I want to see who's counting.
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards. Although
Just keep it on
those
too.
3 little statues
Oh, I
I'd
see.
place on my mantelpiece.
No, it's a keep it on who's talking.
I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer.
I know.
Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding. Giving. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. I do it for the little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the
Been on that shot a bit long.
Yeah, he's talking to the audience.
Back to who's talking.
Oh my God, you're so demanding.
It looks like in the coming few months. What do you make of
You
this
talk for 1
election
second.
result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking.
Wow, that's like me when I leave my audio on.
Indeed, historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the
The
break.
Medicated, which opens next week
Right,
around
they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very
I see.
survival.
exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
Oh, there's interference incoming. I see, there's the censor button.
Watch out for that interference, mate.
That guy's fucking cousin.
I don't understand it.
Cool, looks like Blunderclatch is losing it in the studio. I'd love to hear what he's saying, but don't switch to it now. You can go to the archive when the broadcast's done.
Oh, I see.
Everything.
I don't know that.
No, Lance, we mustn't.
Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
Oh.
Did it for you, baby. All for you.
Dr. Hemlock.
We're gonna change the world, you know? Don't listen.
These kids are gonna have a seizure.
But I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
you need to see this.
No, it's all too late.
Look at this!
The virus.
The virus!
The sterility. This folder. This folder. This is the key.
Stop it all.
At
Yes!
the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
Oh, yeah.
If we should.
Now, you want to go out and get dinner and we'll see a movie?
Better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you probably noticed, the broadcast screen here is about 2 seconds behind the master screen here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the spacebar on your keyboard for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert get louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
That's right. Absolute.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Running the country. Seriously?
We've had worse. 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance headquarters, where the 2 leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Oh shit, he's pissed.
Shall I start?
Go for it, Pat.
Oh,
Okay. Well, thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their...
Sorry. 1 second here.
You ever somebody make stuff up about you that's totally untrue and it really gets you angry?
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. It makes me coarser than a granny's fanny.
Let's be honest, who can blame Peter for... Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party's what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day 1 of a new future.
Oh, I get it.
A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
For the rich, for them the party's over. They should.
Ah, I see the lights on the screens.
They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbook.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate.
I get it. So the green's the main shot, and then 4 is a reaction shot.
Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know the sort of... Probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay up. You're going to pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team.
Oh, God.
To properly fund
They're going to
health,
socialism.
to raise the living standards of us all.
If I know anything about government, they can't fund anything.
But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats.
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
So they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
What?
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
Oh,
And
okay.
until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that.
We got interference.
Be in trouble. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Night.
I feel like this was an afterthought because they're like, this segment's too long to do anything.
First day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back.
Probably won't be coming out. See you later. I'm out.
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
You know, you want to go out and get dinner and go see a movie? Hey, sexy lady. A beautiful woman. So incredibly gorgeous. Their eyes, their eyelashes, their hair, the curve of their shoulders, their breasts, their waist, their hips, their legs, their feet, all of it. That is
Editing was
life.
just
That is-
terrible.
that is a creation. That is not the devil.
Dull
That
editing.
does not come from the devil.
Interference.
That does not come from hell.
Alright, mate, I've left you a voicemail. I thought you'd end up here. Most people come into the archive room when they're done with a broadcast. That way you can see what you did and how it looked to the public. As you can see, there's 3 sections to the archive. Broadcasts, that's what you've put out. Rushes, which is all the stuff that was on all the screens. And adverts, which is any advert that you've chosen to show. So let's have a look at the broadcasts. Okay, on the left you can see all the broadcasts that you've done. You can also get to hear from the main menu if you don't actually want to do a broadcast, you just want to see some of your past work. Select any of those and click load
Well,
tape.
in a few moments, we'll be
watch what
going
you just
live to
did.
tonight's
When you're
National
done,
Nightly
hit
News.
back.
But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the
Semi-final of the quotation game, and it's a nail-biting quiz tonight as a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old ladies from East Grinching. That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series The Shape of Now, which tonight looks at the history of the knee-length sock and its importance during the...
Buys Honest Andy.
Let's see how the talking actually look like. Okay, that's a little long. We'll do that on the next one where I'm not censoring A+ here.
These 4 screens, they're exactly the same as the 4 screens that feature the studio signal when you're doing the actual news. Of course, the difference here is you can mute any screen you like or any combination of screens, and you can have a listen to what was going on behind the scenes. Just select any segment, that's any bit between ad breaks over on the left, and hit play. When you're done checking out
Prawn and
the
mayonnaise?
backstage
You know,
secrets,
Sophie,
hit
make me
back.
out in pustules.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist, going in 5, 4.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight. Moving on up. The election win that experts said just couldn't happen. Hopeful or hostile. Controversy as global mega corporation Remington's Fist buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans
Totally
everywhere
independent.
celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hams leaves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course,
Oh, yeah.
These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
Oh, but this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
Oh no, I think they think he won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come on. It's a huge day. He's not an...
Absolute bonehead. I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agreed to do one beastly interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started. Check my contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off. You're on thin, bloody ice, Rob. Whole wheat, man. Whole wheat.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4, 3.
welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance, but first our very own cultural Megan Wolf
Oh, I
is here
see.
the star of both stage and screen.
Oh, I can't fast forward. Next, The Medicated.
I'll be at the door, see. Send.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
The
we're
public
out.
gathering.
Rob, get the car. We're out of here.
Mr. Blunderclatch,
No! I'm shutting this down. What kind of operation? I don't understand it.
Mr. Blunderclatch, I understand you're upset, but we can...
I don't half of it. Rob! I'll be at the door, see. Send up a bottle of scotch and a whole ham.
A whole
See my
ham.
contract.
It's not your fault.
You think I don't know that?
I'm sorry. I just had to. I had to. Well, go on then. Say it.
What?
I told you so.
Your hair looked nice.
See, this is why you're single.
The advanced acceptance speech, we already know we won. I can't get that Epic's game sponsorship. I didn't say anything about it. Sorry, I'm gonna have to ban you.
How dare you? How dare you do that to me?
I just... Scotch and ham sounds legit awful. I mean, salty. You arrive home and post on the mat, most of it being nothing but usual junk mail. One letter. The team wants you to know. New advanced government asking information all citizens. First page is filled in. Your name, your spouse, your children. At least I got the basics right. The rest of the questions are left up for you. Upon starting your new job, you will be friendly, productive. Orient yourself. Reminisce. I'm a productive guy. Department has confided that you've been taken home, that they've been fired for minor importance. Report. See, this is the question. Like, you know someone's stealing, I would report it immediately. Oh, of course, absolutely. Place new targets that are significant. Was fired for today for constant underperformance. Stay late to ensure you hit. Chat about changes with the colleague. Stay late, of course. Barbecue. You and your family have been invited. You. I've been practicing with my coworkers and think I'll win the talent contest this year. In your speech, you list your achievements and good memory you had working there. Spare time you like to relax alone. 10 political rallies. I guess you could do any of this. Encourage and support your children. Be surrounded by natural beauty. Structured day at theme park. Romantic getaway. Sure. Government keeps people safe, free, happy, or equal. Happy. Sign your name. IP theft is actually an issue. Oh no. Is that like your internet IP or intellectual property? Same when the kids have gone to bed. You're just drawing up a favorite coffee cup, a worn out souvenir, your first trip together. Print, but the goofy face still makes you smile. A knock at the window. Clutching a gaudy neon suitcase is Chris, Sam's sibling. But need a favor. No need to worry, Sam. I just need 2 minutes. You certain about the assets and wealth test. I literally work the news, Chris. It's total bullshit. If they see fit, no government should have that kind of power. Actually getting away with it. Madness. Look, I know it's a lot, but I need to borrow your passport. My passport? I can't give you that. It's illegal. They've already taken mine. I have to. But people always say you and I look similar. Surely there's another way. I can't. Alright, well, screw the 1%. Literally, if he gets caught with my passport and they find out I gave it to him, like, I'm going down with him. Alright? I got kids. Alright?
I get names wrong. I get things backwards sometimes. We all do that.
God damn it.
Your wife's pretty hot. By the way, I want your daughter over here as well.
I didn't click that one.
I want a brown bag special.
Let's get set up and get on with it, so I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on. You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on. And the trip switch, mate, otherwise nothing's gonna work.
Well, I was just following instructions, okay? Like, what, are you watching the news here with me? I'm going to turn my fan on.
Let's load up the adverts. You know, load the tapes under the desk.
Oh my god.
You might want to have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences.
Should we play this today? Is it safe? Remington's must-have toy for your child. This. Oh yeah, they were leaving the country. Go-getters. Elegant new scrim. Crazy Neils. Festive Yuletide. Alan Jones coming to a medium-sized hall near you.
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again, and the Vision Mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the Vision Mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them, and they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen.
Oh, this.
Here. It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice. I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So like with the adverts, choose carefully.
No,
And we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
Janet says theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon.
10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4, 3.
It's time to go over to Jeremy Donaldson for tonight's National
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading
The smiley or the not smiley?
With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the
I'm going to make the government look as good as possible.
If we're on the way to
I want to be a good little wagey.
out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university and graduated with the highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture. The markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snuggleheart. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash, intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg-Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's Taint.
Dante's Taint? Are you for real?
This previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully...
Mostly because the Chinese can't stop stealing them. Oh god.
...undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions with this unlikely pairing.
That's just that's just the actors' kids.
The pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together, like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped one of the capital. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very programme. Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artist Tiffany Lamore, whose recent show, Snatched Inside My Snatch,
oh god.
could romance be on the cards for these two budding A-listers? And grievous bodily charm. With advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more powers passing to the police, and less oversight, are we using an advanced-shaped sledgehammer to crack a nut? All that, and Megan Wolf, a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
I see. So now we're going to do another interview.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislative problems. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan?
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd, ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat.
It took his book.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books.
Was that the sports actor or the sports player guy?
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier, and is on target to produce...
Yeah, if you give everybody $1, they're technically wealthier.
What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that
Is
these
bollocks
are the
a
same
swear
people.
word?
Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus.
Oh,
act to
I
keep
get
us from
it.
Seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like...
That's based on the facts. Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research.
Or, as I call them in
Unfunding
my
is what...
Frankenscience and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief juice.
They're making the frogs gay!
These changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
I hate the news. No gulag today.
What are you, some kind of homo? I get rude sometimes, but I'm the first person to apologize for it. The power of the Royal Guard Brigade.
I'm just saying I'll do what I can.
Bullshit, you will. She's good. You know she is.
So I've got a word in, that's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody.
Listen here, government.
You know, I mean, you raped me 10 or 15 times. I'm not going to trust you anymore.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law.
I hit the button, okay?
Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem
Incoming.
to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the
Coming
scenes
interference.
to meet the people who live with the criminal
Dodge
justice
'em.
system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem.
Greg?
We need more support from ministers. We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on. The problem isn't Jeremy, it's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife. Or kosh.
So you feel the streets...
He's got a knife.
Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Where have you gone wrong?
Well, that's not a simple question,
Well, no
Jeremy, but I
one
think it
can
all comes
defend
down to
themselves.
moral decay.
You took
We've
away
diluted our
all forms of
and lost touch with
self-defense.
what it means to be a citizen of this once great country.
You punish people who act in self-defense. You punish thought crime.
And to what do you attribute this
Your government
moral decay?
is patrolling Twitter for quote-unquote thought crimes.
Hang on a moment.
Oh.
Jeremy, your bloody gimp's escaped. Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear?
Guys, the gimp's out! The gimp's out!
What are you, some kind of homo?
Ah!
I thought you were a woman. Suddenly a big cattle prod comes down out of the ceiling.
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
And then you're taken care of by your male lover.
Could you little help with this?
Oh, sorry, darling. I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in his box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You put back in your gimp space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people of this... Oh, hold on just a moment.
Oh, Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty boy.
Clive, I am not having this again. As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Hilbert, really locking down the police's position on morality.
Look, I spoke to Mallory at the Bridge Club.
Has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing assault.
Oh, he's wearing a hose.
He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday.
Can you believe the racism of this cracker?
Cheers, Jez. Tony, everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, Little Chris, and Vampire Chris. One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this now?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas, I'm on the news.
Can you say wink?
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time. It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here.
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal here, Tony.
Fucking way, Las Bolitas!
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes? Tony? Tony, I mean, we were literally away for 2 seconds. How has this happened, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there, Ricky. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to glean a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some lucky young thespians. Don't go away.
Thespians?
We'll be back
I thought those were illegal. Why you gotta keep bringing up vampires? Amir, can I say wink? I mean, can you say wink on the news? Like, you can say ass, but you can't say asshole.
Shut up, bitch.
And 7 out of 10 dentists would recommend it. Jus de cochon.
Camera 2. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome, Black. I'm Megan Wolf, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College, who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one. I'm joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do
I know I've used this one a lot, but
What are you, some kind of homo?
So I went to look for a drama.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher. Maths is really important. Oh, thanks, Steve. Maths is really important. Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle
I
believed.
just think that when we travel around
seems a little tense.
schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful
Why don't you
thing. We touch our audiences, and they touch us right back.
You raped me 10 or 15 times. I'm not going to trust you anymore.
There was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah? Because in a way, she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like, maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important. Yeah, thanks, Steve. Put it in, Coach. Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about grants?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
Wow, how did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then, Harry and Fred rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, that's enough.
Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic, mainly. But
Paraplegic, mainly. What's her occupation? Paraplegic.
Why not? Let's have a go with this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we ballywell are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant.
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi Gary.
Oh, heavens no!
Gary the Fist! Going somewhere, little first year?
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers. What? Maths is for losers? My arm's stuck, coach. Just keep going for fuck's sake. Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, coach. Brilliant, keep going. Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with 2 gay dads who's all alone.
2 gay dads?
Gary the Fist. These are my 2 new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all 3 of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be peachy keen if you work as a team.
It's my choice to be mean. So stop now, make a different choice.
I'm just speechless.
I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your cruel lads. I'm a mother loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Got it right on there.
Hey, kids,
I knew it was coming.
folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner. He had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight.
Thank
Join us tomorrow night
this
for
kid's
great nights
nightmares.
from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Please get these twats out of my studio.
Broadcast complete. Oh, I'm gonna see That's not fair. I thought I did pretty damn good. Foresight. Oh crap, our ratings died. Interference. Oh, that interference just ruined it. Dull editing. Dull editing. Perfect censors. Miss censor. Dull editing, interference. Yeah, that... Noon's Cradle. Equipment. Lickety switch. Get your sound and video swapping simultaneously. No more overheating ever. Okay. Keeps your valves cool. Your satellite finally responds faster than your mom. Auto bleep. Why bother working when you can auto bleep? Soon you won't have to turn up at all. Interference too. Literally filters white noise out of the broadcast. You only have to worry if people are actively hacking in, and that never happens. Groovy. When you choose a screen during a music section, Vision Mixer will wait for the next perfect verse points, which it'll be. Repairs. Fix that buggy speaker. Fan repair. Once stay in the locked position. Have that replaced in days. Intercom repair. Okay. I'm just saying.
Let's take a look at what's in store
tonight on Channel 1. Kicking off our evening schedule. 2 p.m.
We're watching the play again. I don't care what you have to say. Oh my god, I forgot this was all one segment.
Go-getters, you can be sure that your children will be well equipped in the march towards progress. After all, there's nothing better than moving forwards. The Advanced Go-getters. Forwards, together.
All right. Whoops!
State of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their
Making me
lives.
realize that they stopped
First
my
up,
joke.
we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems
I'm
close
sorry,
up on
guy.
the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you.
This whole segment was pretty straightforward.
Also, as the vicar...
Be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral...
Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley Dash.
Only on the repeat can I truly watch.
Advance arrived at the
Appreciate the.
The other day at this school.
My editing. See, this is perfect editing practice if I ever want to make a YouTube video. It's perfect.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can...
He pulled the pants out of his gas crack.
Another day of tears. Another day of fears.
fist.
But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi, Gary.
Oh, heavens no! It's Gary the Fist!
Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year?
Great! I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent
Be
father?
worried.
Violent father.
It's pretty good.
Excuse me? I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Just keep going.
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with 2 gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my 2 new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team.
Yeah.
And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
Blake owns a motorbike.
But
Is that it?
I can't fight all 3 of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be peachy keen if you work as a team.
It's my choice to be mean. So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your crew laps. I'm a mother loving rebel, but I still love maths.
That was perfect.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner, he had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman?
Go.
Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I'll smash your teeth in, whore.
On a council estate.
Life's
pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you work as a team.
Where's my...
Work as a team.
It's your choice.
It's just a flash of him like, what the hell?
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Oh, and the poster even falls down.
Excuse me?
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National
Go home and
Breaking
kill
News.
yourself.
Tomorrow night, all the headlines from across the country.
Alright. I guess just go on to the next thing. Rob, you can't say that. Hey, I didn't say it. It's an Alex Jones soundboard. He said it.
I know.
But if you're gonna ban
Go
me.
ahead, jackass.
Oh, wait.
Private intelligence arms of the National Security Council of the White House, both parties, are after me.
Chris has been evicted for not paying rent. Yeah, they took all his money. You know where this is headed. To wait up. So this is your fault now, is it? So quickly press play on a cheap horror film you're gonna watch together. It's not the same without Sam. So Chris has been evicted without paying rent, and she left me. He wants to go to a friend's house. Go. Be home by 11. Clearly surprised, he practically races out the doors. Down. Smith, no sign of Charlie is saying. Go over there and march him home. You're tired and in a bad mood. He'll be home soon. It's one night. Gotta start taking responsibility. What's the worst that can happen? Oh no.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm out of control.
Good afternoon. This message from your son Charles. But he wasn't in school today. I haven't heard it. Where all absence be authorized. Or in exceptional circumstances. For parents to ring first in the morning. Someone has some explaining to do. Oh my god. A tight Christmas. That's kids pulling a cracker while your other one tries to keep their eyes open. It's a tense afternoon. It's the first time you've seen Chris since you refused to part with your passport. It's a big change for Sam, two siblings. It clattered as Chris stares pointedly. Are you having a nice Christmas, Grandma? Vacantly at you, confused. She comes back to herself and starting. Yes, thank you, Alex. It's lovely. It's been happening more and more lately. Chris stares. Make a toast. Merry Christmas, everybody. Yeah, we're all here. No thanks to you. Sam's right. Let's try to enjoy ourselves. Chris turns away to take it. Why are you here, Chris? Why don't you go help yourself? If you have so much damn money, why don't you just go hire a person smuggler and leave the country, okay? You don't need my passport. You just need me to take care of you. Daughter, you know how you love me? You chuckle. That sounds familiar. My friends are planning to go traveling this year. Well, I was hoping you could help me with the money. I would hold your breath, Suze. Not known for generosity, are you, Alex? Chris, do us all a favor and shut your mouth. Oh, now it's my fault. He's like aggressive to me this whole time. Then I'm like, you know what? You're gonna shut up. And then it's my fault. I'm sorry. I wish we could afford it. You know, should we do it or should we not? The child. Yep. Alright, fine. We'll find a way to make it work. Happy holidays. You try not to think about how you're going to find the money. Well, you tell her. It's like, alright, you're going to have to get a job. I'll help, but I mean, this is... You just set a limit, right? You're like, alright, this is how much I can give you. Thank you for sending us your passports for approval. We now confirm that you're for the new assets and wealth redemption scheme. Alright, let's see what they're going to give us. It's never good. A check. a check, and a sizable one at that. Chris was right. Advance really are redistributing a lot. Weight of your financial burdens lessens slightly. Find the money by doing the job better. It's your anniversary. Ever you go away for the weekend. No kids, no worries. Just a bit of romance. Good morning, Alex. This is Mr. Bossman. You're required to work. Some of you, like, gonna write attention, and the national will be working around the clock. Needless to say, expect you in attendance. Annoyance. You're going to go, aren't you? Of course. Yeah, you know, in this new capitalistic scheme, put your family first for once. You know, sorry that I work a very, like, important, high-end job, and we can't move our anniversary a week later. I mean, he's probably the breadwinner, I'm not gonna lie. Join the Advanced Go-Getters. This doesn't sound like a youth club. Thrust the form into your hand. So I can walk there straight from school. Min's sister can drop a foot. I guess I'll sign the form. This can only be a good thing. Smacker.
Shut up, bitch!
Find a post sorted into piles. Most of it's usual rubbish, but a letter that says, urgent, respond immediately. Dear Winston, the letters inform you that Advance has taken another steps towards the fight for equality by nationalizing the largest private corporation to reach resource-minded citizens of this great country. Partnership Bonds Program ensures that wealth is created by people is delivered to the people. You don't remember this being in the manifesto. It never is. Every household will become a partner in 2 of 4 carefully selected institutions. Chosen by Advance for consistency, consistent high performance and financial security. Please note, all returns are based on public opinions and cannot. Eye of Beholder Incorporated, whether it's cosmetics, Neil's Deals Limited, Pleasure Corps, or just some you time. So, for your second bond, please select the following. Cosmetics, a small company, or Pleasure Corp. Three to 6 working months. Oh yeah. Business year. Step out of your car, science. Slams the door and waits, hoping the door won't come off its. Don't say anything. Now's not the time. Your front feels it. Your daughter is brought in by the officer. She's a good kid, but if we pick her up for graffiti again, we will have to charge her. You nod. Your shell-shocked daughter. You shake her hands off her shoulders. Keep her away from that boy! While he questioned with his boy. Hours later, you stare at the wearing. Why is she acting out? Why is your daughter acting out? I expected... Okay, here it must be. Different things will happen on the news depending on how you behave at work and at home. How can he turn down a man named Crazy Neil? Oh, God. I don't even want to look at it.
Good evening, Alex. It's Boozman here, your boss. While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other two, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show, Total Pimp. My God, that looks nasty.
Oh, how's it going with Steve?
Why are all men such pricks?
That well, eh?
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his feet.
No.
Sorry, are you
Check your
saying
prostate,
you
that's
chose your
going in.
friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why I talked to you.
You're probably just a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody.
Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Time for the National Nightly News with Jeremy Donaldson and
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings, could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
I love. You know what I love most about prostates is that women don't have them.
Sforsborg and Horgensford and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry.
I believe the game has just crashed. One second here. Poor site. Don't play the Mr. Snugglehooks advert. That's the government. It took me out.
Private intelligence arms of the National Security Council, of the White House, both parties, are after me.
They didn't like my prostate choice. Jeremy Donaldson is the country's most popular and trusted news anchor, for now.
Mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other two, so read those tape labels carefully. But make sure you
All right, Levy.
play the advance
They need to go in. They're not. It's not going in. Please. Please. They're not going in. Oh, wait. I need to turn on the power.
Relationship with his feet.
No.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky?
Crazy Neil. We need to find out more about Crazy Neil.
10 seconds, everybody.
Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks.
Going in 5, 4.
What's that say? Oh, there's a picture of us.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury
Oh,
and
that's
Peter Clement,
another mechanic.
I'll be asking
Look, it's
what
rainy.
this mysterious symbol might mean.
Hey, look, you can see the satellite move.
Approval ratings. Could this be the daring
I'm
first move
doing that.
of a
See,
silent resistance
if I
movement?
put that down
And
there.
what would that mean as we go into the future?
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Sforsborg and Horgensford and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working together.
Operation Escape or Operation Survive?
Team to dry land.
While both options are still on the table,
It's just like a little doodle.
daring escape attempt. If a group of fungus experts can't fix the most advanced craft ever conceived by man, then who can?
Darn.
LaBeouf avoided. As the last Mr. Snugglehogs is found and destroyed, we ask, how could we have been so blind?
Fortunately, this station wisely chose not to advertise Mr. Snugglehugs, and the subsequent disappointing sales turned out to be a miracle, as only 7 children were horribly injured by the lethal toy. How much worse could it have been? Thankfully, we'll never know.
Julia Salisbury, who mobilised numerous government resources to recall the product immediately after the first blindings, said today that
Oh, hello, too much TP. Did you buy all the TP? Is that why we have a shortage?
ironclad guarantee of safety.
I've gotten a surprising amount of publicity
Johnny Hansley and
from that comment.
spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last year.
Test
And this
results,
image
oh no.
is sure to place them firmly back in the
I hope you don't misconstrue a clever comment with a personality. But you're welcome here all the same.
Tag team partner Tina Tiny Hands last year in a wrestling ring made entirely of cake.
Is this one celebrated role
I want to see that.
the bad boy of
I want to see cake wrestling.
Onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Remington's Fist CEO Sophia Remington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are skeptical that the young CEO can fulfill
The Floored Master.
Described as a breakthrough far ahead of its time, the male contraceptive pill is heralding a sexual revolution. Its fans are celebrating the fact that men can finally take equal responsibility for contraception, but others have expressed concerns over its safety and side effects.
Uh-oh.
With that exclusive prime ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon live at the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National...
Oh god, I screwed it up. They're talking about something. Oh no! Interference is incoming. Stormin'. What even was the combat? Something about a taser strapped to a Roomba. Then you could hide under couches and will come out and shock you on the ankles.
Who've seen their wealth and standards of living increase considerably. For some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan. The formerly aristocratic members of our society have had to make major adjustments to come to terms with the new regime.
Robin Short is in suburbia investigating rumours that these previously privileged people may be planning some kind of protest. Robin?
Thanks, Megan. I'm here in Moderate Hatchings to talk to Wentworth and Penelope Somerset Bentley, who were relocated to the house you see behind me after Advance passed the Assets and Wealth Act on their first day in office. Tell me, how are you settling into your new lives?
Well, quite frankly, Robin, we're not settling in at all. Our neighbours are right watters.
It's simply untenable. I hope you'll forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a Wednesday hatch basket with too much spatting.
Steady now, Penelope. Sorry, Robin, my sister's under a lot of pressure.
Pressure?
Herself this morning and
Oh no.
My goodness, that must have been quite a shock.
She really struggles with women's, Robin.
Wibbin wobbins?
She's been rehoused in a nice big house.
Big house? This grubby little gaddis spatch only has one staircase.
And the breakfast room and the dining room in the same bloody place. Imagine that.
In the same bloody place?
One room, Robin.
One. Oh god.
Feel that your family has had it far too easy.
Wesley Wabbits.
And that these redistributions...
Everybody's like, ah, frick.
Only one of our swimming pools was even heated.
But realistically, what can you do?
Well, you've asked the right bloody question, Robin.
The white bloody.
Thank you, Wentworth. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason.
I was too busy watching it, not.
Swinstead? Dear George. Oh, I wonder what happened to him.
I like the ring. I like looking at the ring.
Daddy tried to shoot him in the buttocks and he ran off into the woods. No, that's probably my last happy memory, Robin.
Tragic, but what can you do?
Tragic.
We will rise and rebel.
Yes.
We wage war on our
No.
Our best guess
No.
to address is to divest our breasts and undress bear just protest.
Yes. Oh, what's that?
Daddy! Daddy, it's Daddy!
Please don't do that. We can't show this on the news.
Is our mummy? She's
What?
tried to off too.
You're like, oh, we can't show this, and then I look away, and they're like,
already? Nice soft work, boy.
Thanks, Daddy.
He gets that from me, you know.
And forgive me, what are you trying to achieve here? We just want to be thudding well heard, that's all.
Language, Penelope. We are nude, not rude.
Sorry, Daddy.
We want the world to realise we won't realise.
Yes, we bloody won't.
Jeremy, Megan, as this embryonic protest movement takes one of the
Shut it down! Shut it down! Okay. What the hell is going on? There ooze. God. Put to death. Well, you see.
And it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other two, so read those tape labels carefully. But make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show. Toodle pip. My God, that weather looks nasty.
Oh, how's it going with Steve?
Why are all men such pricks?
Yeah, well,
Embryonic
apparently he has a
protest.
complicated relationship with his faith.
No.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why I talk to you.
It probably is a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality change?
Hey, 10:30's at Hey Friendship.
5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings, could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Svorsborg Horgensvord and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return
Can't
of the
pay,
team
we'll
to
take it
dry land.
away.
Without enough engineers
You have to pay to keep
successfully
it, but we
fix
also
their
take your
craft,
money.
The team seem likely to attempt to farm the cavern's ecosystem while they wait for rescue from above ground. I think I'll stick to risotto, Jeremy.
LaBeouf avoided. As the last Mr. Snugglehogs is found and destroyed, we ask, how could we have been so blind?
Fortunately, this station wisely chose not to advertise Mr. Snugglehugs, and the subsequent disappointing sales turned out to be a miracle, as only 7 children were horribly injured by the lethal toy. How much worse could it have been? Thankfully, we'll never know.
Julia Salisbury, who mobilised numerous government resources to recall the product immediately after the first blindings, said today that the new advance mark, which must be earned by all new products, will be a 100% ironclad guarantee of safety and
Oh
quality.
no.
Table for 2. Johnny Hansleaves and Tiffany
Yep.
Lamore were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last year, and this image is sure to place them firmly back in the tabloids.
Could we be on the verge of the biggest celebrity wedding since professional wrestler Randy Grizzlenuts McCoy
Grizzlenuts.
married his longtime tag team partner Tina Tiny Hands
Tina
last
Tiny
year
Hands.
in a wrestling ring made entirely of cake?
Now
Is this
that's
one
how I want to get
celebrated role model
engaged.
about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Remington's Fist CEO Sophia Remington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product,
The
came as
Flard
coverage
Master
from
or
the
male
today,
contraceptive?
though its critics are skeptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
Described as a breakthrough far ahead of its time, the male contraceptive pill is heralding a sexual revolution. Its fans are celebrating the fact that men can finally take equal responsibility.
I mean,
for
that's
contraception,
if you made
but
this,
others
this
have
would be
expressed
very
concerns over
popular.
safety and side effects.
With that exclusive prime ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own
Grizzlenuts.
Patrick Bannon live at the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's
National Nightly News.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about the
But first tonight, while Advance is certainly proving
Wendy!
we've seen their wealth and standards of living increase considerably, for some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan. The formerly aristocratic members of our society have had to make major adjustments to come to terms with the new regime.
Robin Short is in suburbia investigating rumours that these previously privileged people may be planning some kind of protest. Robin?
Thanks, Megan. I'm here in Moderate Hatchings to talk to Wentworth and Penelope Somerset
I see it.
Bentley, who were relocated to the House Receiver
Signal alert.
after Advance passed the Assets and Wealth Act on their first day in office. Tell me, how are you settling into your new lives?
Well, quite frankly, Robin, we're not settling in at all.
Hannibal, I hope you'll forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a Wednesday hatch basket with too much spatting.
Steady now, Penelope. Sorry, Robin, my sister's under a lot of pressure. Sorry, Robin, my sister's under a lot of pressure. She still hasn't quite recovered herself this morning, and she still hasn't quite recovered.
My goodness, that must have been quite a shock. My
She
goodness,
really
that must have
struggles
been
with
quite a
women's,
shock.
Robin. She really struggles with women's, Robin.
In a nice big well, at least you've been rehoused in a nice big house.
This grubby little big house. That's what staircase.
And the breakfast room and the dining room, and the breakfast room and the dining room, and everyone's go up in one room. Imagine that. And everyone's go up in one
So
room.
what would you say to
I can't
people
do
who feel
that.
that your family has had it far
Do the
too
two.
easy for far too long, and that these redistributions
And then it's like a
are
2-second
fair
delay
and
there.
just?
I hardly think we've had it easy for fussle's sake. Only one of our swimming pools was even heated.
But realistically, what can you do?
Well, you've asked the right bloody question, Robin.
Thank you, Wentworth. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason.
I think that's the problem with a lot of guys is that they,
Dear George. Oh, I wonder what happened to him.
I mean, they wish they could just take a pill and, you know, and raw dog it.
Bulldogs and he ran off into the woods. You know, that's probably my last happy memory, Robin.
Tragic, but what can you do?
We will wise and
Wise and Wabel.
wage war on our revolting rulers with righteous words and rebellious writings. Our best guess in our quest for redress is to divest our breasts in an undress purchase protest.
Yes. Oh, what's that?
Daddy! Daddy, it's
Daddy!
something!
Please don't do that. We can't show this on the news.
Right, you buggers! Tilly ho! Tilly! Get the dog!
Tilly's our mummy. She's proper cracked all off too.
Well, at least you are showing some shame.
Free at last!
Somerset Bentley, glad to meet you. See, the protest has started already. Nice sharp work, boy.
Thanks, Daddy.
He gets that from me, you know.
And forgive me, what are you trying to achieve here?
We just want to be footing well heard, that's all.
Language, Penelope. We are nude, not rude.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
We want the world to realise we won't roll over and run away. We will revolt. We will rise again.
Yes, we bloody well will. Spaff and pip pop.
What?
Riley, stop doing that.
Daddy, how could you?
Shut up and get your
Well, Jeremy, Megan, as this embryonic protest movement takes hold of top legs, is back here in the studio. I'm Robin Short, struggling surreptitiously in Moderate Hatchings.
I think
Thanks, Robin. Let's Hey, Megan.
Speak for yourself there, Jeremy, but I've seen enough shaft work to last me a lifetime.
I'm sure you have. But can the active protest movement ever really catch on? It doesn't seem like the way we do things in this country.
But as I'm sure you're aware, Jeremy, this country is becoming a very different place.
Yes, but seriously, who's going to run around naked in our weather?
Well, hopefully not you, Jeremy.
Well, there wouldn't be enough canvas for the slogans.
When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages. This
1
is
minute back.
Crazy Neil's extra exciting bed and crazy cushion Easter extravaganza. We're going to give you crazy bed prices. You want just a mattress? We're going to ship them. They're water damaged. And we don't mean a little light drizzle. We mean soaking. They're taking up space. This has got a crazy feel.
Alex, Bozeman, we're getting reports in that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board final by waving their fleshy bits about. Try and make sure you don't broadcast it. It's 6 p.m. for God's sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news. Bozeman out.
Neil, this is don't be lazy. Let's get crazy.
Don't show the dongers.
We've got flower beds. We have even got shrubbery. You want to sling a hammer? We'll throw in the trees for free. You need a sleeping bag? We've got men's sleeping bags, boys' sleeping bags, couples' sleeping bags, you could sleep it upside down with just your feet out. We got beds you could sleep on your front, back, head. You got piles, we got cushions for miles. Michelangelo spent all his time on back painting because he couldn't afford a bed. And we say we're going to come down on prices so hard they're going to look flatter than an elephant in a pancake throwing competition. Isn't he?
No.
You want to come down and arm wrestle me? Ah!
Nightly news. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Minister about their exciting new healthcare
Uh-oh.
facilities, transition
Incoming.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation.
Oh, God.
Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan. You join me live here from the final of the first annual Sports Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested
You,
competition so far.
before.
It's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. First up, we have Eddie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the Orangi Hamster. And facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record.
Doom, can you,
Finishes and a divorce
Uh-oh.
It's Mr. Wingspan himself, Tommy, the fingernail Harris. Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part.
Doom, can you inform me of
Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin.
of what's going on? You're the boxer sports guy, right?
Stupid. Eddie Striker. Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show. Not after last time. On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy. On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy. Using his arm to pick up the ball.
Yes.
Using his arm to pick up the ball. Not a bad shot there from Harris. Back to Striker. Shot number 3. All
Okay.
right. Shot number 3. All right. She's gone to sort of throwing under her legs. Not bad if you ask me. Not bad if you ask me. Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? Oh no, and Harris is not going to be happy with that. So it's really not a good start there. Tommy Harris in round 1. We can only hope that round 2 treats him a bit better. But first, of course, after the argument with the ref section, it's time to change ends. Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends. And of course, now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense.
So Doomed, this is boxing, right?
Okay, you seem to have some sort of streak on the pitch. I apologise if you broadcast any of that stuff. She appears to have slogans across her breasts and arms. Try and ignore all of that. Security, I'm sure we're going to take them out as soon as possible. Apologise if we broadcast any of that. As I said, we're going to get the situation resolved as soon as possible. They're trying to carry on play, but it's proving a bit difficult, and I'm struggling to follow. Because it's quite nice all, and women's bodies, yeah. All right, great. Okay, so back into round 2 now. And
They got some Tata in there.
Eddie Striker.
An effort was made.
This is some of the tightest play I've seen ever. Yeah, this is some of the tightest play I've seen ever. Harris. And was that the fitted thumb screw? We haven't seen that since the heats. What a brilliant move. Back to Striker.
No, the goals.
We know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound.
The goal's not to get it.
Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket.
the ball.
I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical master on display here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. Absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there for Tommy Harris. But he is a late bloomer, of course. I've always said that. And after all, it is a game of two halves. 4 rounds and several sub-jockeys. Time for the half-time show. Sponsored by Remington's Fist. Must be some music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here. We can only apologise for that. We'll do our best to shield you from having to look directly at it. Is running around here with his genitals on display for all to see. And ruining what was shaping up to be quite the dance, to be fair. Now he's thrusting himself.
Give us our cash back.
And the bucket has been knocked over. I can't stand it when the bucket gets knocked over.
What's what? Why?
Genitals flying around for all to see. Really, if you ask me, not Sunday television.
You're like, oh, don't.
Hopefully, taken away, never to be seen again.
There was. Oh, I guess I was changing too fast, wasn't I?
And a lovely finish there on both sides of the bucket. I wouldn't like to call that one. And as we head into round 3, I'd love to know what's going on in these two players' heads. But unfortunately, because of science, we can't.
I am. My mind is.
Not bad. So that ball boy's giving me the eye all day. What's going on? Ball boy's giving me the eye. Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around. Back to Harris here. God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball. I'm all right, ladies. What I wouldn't give to be that ball. I'm all right. Tommy Harris. Tommy Harris. And it dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really good move, because, of course, if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket.
The goal is not to put it in the bucket.
Back to Striker.
What the hell am I watching? I'm just editing this.
And Striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but of course, perhaps. And yes, Harris has counted with a tiny bell. That is wonderful play. Of course, we've seen that before. Look at her face. She is absolutely gutted. What a mug. That could have been the clincher. What a massive shame. Harris to serve now. Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 battles. Here we go. Tommy Harris. Tommy Harris. That's all right. That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact. Caution from the referee, who's been, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. Ellie Striker. And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, like, I mean, this is a mess.
I flicked right to it.
I mean, there's sort of breasts and genitals for all to see. I mean, there's only so much you can do. They're sort of everywhere, aren't they? I'll try and carry on. The players are trying to carry on, but of course it's difficult because these protesters, hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match. What's going on here? Yes, yes.
We want our money.
Yes, very good. Take them away. Bloody wasters. Absolute wasters. Oh, jog on! Jog on! It's an absolute bloody... Okay, and now we're going to go
Sometimes I
into the
get
final
dinged
round.
and I'm
Of
not
course, as it's
100%
Tuesday, the
sure
final
what's
round
for.
is a mime round. Who could believe it? Who could believe it? Nice imaginary shot there from Harris. It really could go in there at this point. Really high-level play here from two absolute juggernauts of the sport. The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hands. Juggling it around from her hands. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's and she's spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there. Quite late on from Striker. But she's in it to win it. On it like a carp on it. On it like a carp on it. Tommy Harris here having a bit of beef. Tommy Harris here having a bit of beef. and he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. I'm not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today with him. And he's throwing it, and the banana was the ball! What a fantastic move there from Harris. Unfortunately, that is the end. What a pathetic, there we go, Jeremy, that is over. How can he look his 8-year-old son in the face tonight? What a lump. We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official. In, please.
And the winner of the first annual Sports Board Championship
Oh yeah.
is
everyone! Okay, the ref has agreed once again a win for everyone, including me as my 15th win in Sports Board Championship. I'm going to be celebrating tonight with my wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me. Here come your security to collect their medals.
My buttons are breaking.
Thanks again for watching the Sports Board Championships.
What?
Always have to say, I'm Patrick Bannon. Looking forward to celebrating tonight.
What the hell happened?
Jeremy, back to you in the studio.
Patrick Bannon there had an extraordinary fight.
Historic sports board, Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
When we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages.
1 minute back.
Fucking microphone shot me.
What?
Fucking microphone just shot me. Where's that
Are
sound
you
guy?
scared of a long, painful decline in your final years? Of being trapped
Everything
in
okay?
your own body as
Oh,
it
the mic's just
slowly
trying to get
wastes
us out.
away? Or losing your grip on reality? Well, it doesn't have to be that way. Now you can
Postman again. Just heard from the chaps in maintenance that this storm is causing the odd power surge. Some of your controls might be a bit, dangerous. Now, I know you're tough and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect news broadcast, but too many in quick succession can stop the old ticker. I'm sure you'll make the right decisions. Postman out.
If you're staying, you'll pass on painlessly, surrounded by those you love, in comfort and luxury. Isn't that what we all deserve at the end of a life well lived? Our expert legal team will help you make all those difficult arrangements, and our aftercare team will help your dependents through the grieving process, ensuring your final wishes are carried out efficiently.
Is this the future? Yeah. It's just
all
apparently
absolutely free.
the future where everything can just kill you immediately. Oh, I did it.
Welcome back. I am Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia and...
Oh!
Watching titles, it doesn't seem very advanced.
We're delighted to be here.
Well, firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
You know, whingers mostly.
People who've yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be happy.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
So much dripping on me.
But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project.
Which we no doubt will have funded.
When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, but they were being surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Oh, okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
What scares you? I mean, really scares you?
It's death, Pet. She's talking about death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
That'll be a vote winner. Yep, that was definitely a drop there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
And much less painful. And
Oh
much
my
less
God, that's...
expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera,
Oh,
Pet?
sorry, it's camera full like that.
When I was 13, me mam came and got me from school. He was to go to the hospital. My granddad, he collapsed that morning. So we'd all to say our goodbyes. And I went in to see him. He were all frail and pale. And I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. He said to me,
It gets me every time.
"It's the right time. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I live."
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope, 3 days later he were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching football. He wouldn't even wait till half time.
That sounds...
Oh, it was awful. Awful for us, and this is the point. It were awful for him. They could see it was destroying me, man, watching him slowly fade. He would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't, or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see. And she didn't want to lose the children, as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to.
Oh, you'll just...
The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important.
So they
This is a
basically
service only for people who
supplied
choose
euthanasia.
it. For people who feel they've run their course and don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow, long, humiliating decline. Between
Are you okay?
I don't know, I think it from my asshole.
Oh, we're still on the air, Peter.
No, yes, sorry, my apologies. Oh.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Sorry, I've got sapped again. Can I get a little bit of help? Please.
That the older generation might feel somewhat...
Jesus, a raw face, fucker. That one was massive. Right, no, this bastard's coming off.
Sorry, that the older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
Coerced into spending their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of that grandmother with a rusty twat.
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
For God's sake.
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're launching a government information film tonight. It should tell you everything you need to.
Damn, it's just gonna blast me!
Go, Megan. We're only getting started.
Fire the editor, for Pete's sake.
And on that note, thank you both so much for being here. Jeremy.
Right, yes, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board Final. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night.
And we're out. Good job, everybody.
So they just...
It seems so.
I don't suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
It's my nephew, so we transitioned the moment I saw the leak.
Did I die? I was just too focused on, like, dodging the buttons. They question the lockdown.
Alex, oh thank God you're alive. It's Jenny, the floor manager. Are you okay? Alex, you need to get it together. Look at the broadcast screen. Just look at it. That's all we've been putting out since you went down. You have to fix it, now. Look left, Alex, out the window. See? They're all over it, little bastards.
What?
You're going to need a full charge to clear that many off. Hold down the big button until it's fully charged, then release it to
Are those...
the little fuckers.
Are those the toys? Whoops.
For now. Right.
What?
We're about a minute out. Get the adverts loaded up. I've got to deal with my pet idiot. And Alex, keep your ears open. You'll hear them
Employee training video.
Don't let them build up.
In a few moments, we'll be going live to the National Nightly News. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on.
This has no credibility, Jenny.
On Channel 1 at 7 o'clock.
No professionalism.
What's wrong with this picture? And
It's not a mess. Everything is where it should be. It's ramshackle and
Should be
characterful,
played.
and I expect you to know the difference.
that's followed at 8 p.m. by
Of course, Megan's place look lovely, but I can't see it, can I?
Thanks, Jenny. How's lock-in with the boyfriend going?
So just gonna
Decided to take his chances on the wild streets, eh?
throw you
Rather
right
than
in.
endure another romantic
Oh, I get it. They failed that part, and then the rest of them's like at home because of
Jeremy, Jenny
the
says your hair
quarantine.
looks stupid.
Yes,
It-
I can hear her.
The game did say it was.
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
They were stopped by quarantine, so they probably did it all
Regulate
themselves.
everyone.
Preferably a furry one.
So that was kind of cool. I don't know what the hell they are. They look like toys.
4, 3,
You know the ones they said that were dangerous?
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
and I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Snugglepups? It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglehugs toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. The Mr. Snugglehugs were so short-sightedly destroyed. And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements. All the more reason to make sure that cat flap is taped up good and tight.
This frightening new development means that even those previously thought to be relatively safe, like the young and fit, must take care to watch their backs and keep their ears open for the soft steps of sinister feet.
Going stir crazy, with no signs of Mrs. Snugglehug's batteries running out, and the government lockdown now in its 31st day, domestic relationships across the country are taking some unexpected turns.
Dramatic reports are beginning to emerge of uncharacteristically bold behaviour in homes across the country.
Get off.
And we're not talking about the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
In response to a nationwide lack of toys,
Oh, God!
which was of course raided by the Mrs. Snugglehugs to construct their vast hives, many of the nation's adults have turned to a more childish solution, or at least that's their excuse.
Going it alone, popular crustacean Johnny Hamsleeves is back in the news today as his astonishing photograph that he leaked himself shows exactly how he's been spending his lockdown.
It seems that when the lockdown was announced, Johnny's long-term partner, Tiffany Lamour, was busy in the capital preparing her new show, Chocolate Clit Bombs, for its now postponed grand opening.
Oh, you can say chocolate clit bonds, but you can't say
Being
ours.
locked in alone seems to have made poor Johnny realise the empty pointlessness of the professional sportsman's existence. A life that, while no longer bringing great wealth, still offers vacuous conversation, narcissistic wives, and an utter lack of social importance. Let's hope he doesn't run out of toilet paper for those tears.
The shape of things to come? In their own version of a lockdown for more than 45 years now, the descendants of Doctors David Wong and Ingrid Svorsborgen Horgensvoord and their unfortunate
I knew it!
today managed to get a personal statement to the surface using flagellized imaging equipment.
Many of the Svorsborgen Horgans brood, as they've come to be known, have certainly captured the public imagination, with a recent vote naming Helvetica Svorsborgen Wongensvoord the most likely to survive a massive electric shock.
Helvetica Svorsborgen Wongensvoord here with a little update from Dante's Taint. This year's going to be our biggest ever harvest and autumn's just 2 weeks away. Or at least that's what we think. There's no real day or night down here and all the clocks broke a long time ago. But if our calculations are right, we think that for you up there it is Wong's Day the 4012th of Jamboree, or as you call it, Pissmouth Day. Or possibly Boxing Day if we're a bit out. So, happy Pissmouth. I hope you get all the presents you asked for left under your Pissmouth, please. I'm hoping to complete my collection of rocks. See you in September. Helvetica out.
It's hard to believe they've been down there so long now.
But as everyone knows, time moves differently underwater, Jeremy. That's why goldfish are so stupid.
That's right. As anyone will tell you, the deeper the bowl,
the thicker the goldfish.
There's no denying the logic of that.
Class war, a worrying turn today for the formerly rich as ever more punishing measures are announced, Alex.
With the country becoming ever more hostile to the previously wealthy, those who manage to skip the country must be very grateful to the people who help them right now.
This program has received reports of rich relatives on the run actually being filled with helium and released into the stratosphere. If those rich bastards think they're above the rest of us, why not give them a hand in getting there, Jeremy?
And Advance speaks out, with the Snuggle Struggle proving a test to governments around the world. Advance HQ released a curious statement this afternoon.
In the accompanying release, they asked us to stress that they have been listening, and that this should be taken as a response to how the people really feel.
We've certainly done our bit on this show to contribute to the political climate. But let's not forget, how we behave in our home lives is what really matters.
Let's hope it's not just me who filled out that questionnaire, Jeremy, or we're all in trouble.
Let's play that statement.
With tragedy of heart and great despair, I come before you with grave news to share. For since he left to fight at 3:15, no sign of Peter Clement has been seen. You'll all recall how daily from his home he'd gallop boldly forward on his horse, that whitened mare with fur like porcelain, upon which he would tread his well-trod course. 'Twas on this mare he stumbled on a hive of dreadful snuggle-huggedness contained. He bravely drew his sword and ventured in, intent to fight till all within was slain. And soon, but soon there came upon that place the bodyguards assigned him by the state, whom daily he did deign to give the slip. And thus they did arrive a moment late. From deep within the hive they heard him roar. His blade, the rusty twat basher, raised hell. Yet with a cry of "Fuck my arse, that's sore!" beneath the toilet-papered mounds.
This has to be a fever dream.
Oh, what a fall was there, my citizens. Then I and you and all the team fell down, while tiny voices laughed from deep beneath. Curse that much beloved reckless fool that weighed his pride gainst purple fur-clad teeth. If only he had shuttered up his doors, his windows boarded safe and waxed his floors. If only he had taken our advice and helped the team by staying safe indoors. Oh, woe that he should meet such bitter end. My laughter and my confidant. My friend. Thank you.
Are you Damn it. I had to watch all of that, and now crap. Crap. Close, I guess. God damn it. All right, well, let's try this one more time. The challenge room, realism mode. So you think what you got to take to do this for a living. All helpful game features have been removed. No TV lights, scrolling waveform, or audience feedback. Just like the real broadcast room, on a day when everybody else worked there, having a day off. Oh, I see. There's no, like, waveform with a cuss. No TV lights? Oh, I see. Just gotta have an idea what's good. You can edit your way without worrying about interruptions or audience. So easy, even your dad can do it. Music mode. Tap your toes, clap your hands. Now you get to do those irritatingly catchy musical numbers stuck in your head. Got that annoying story. Oh, just the music, huh? and challenges. Shocks. Taking away the power cable to the master screen as a cost-saving measure. Also, you thought it might be a snake. You'll only see your edits when you go live. Oh god. Until it breaks down. I'm telling them to replace the satellite for years, but apparently it's that or the Christmas parties, so now we got interference all over. Switcheroo. Oh no, the feeds. Dave's Vision mixer buttons. Now they switch which screen they're attached to without warning. It's fair play though, for what Dave did to the water cooler. Did I get to the second segment? Alan James is on your torso. Ah, it's segment 1.
This has no credibility, Jenny. No professionalism. It's not a mess. Everything is where it should be. It's ramshackle and characterful, and I'd expect you to know the difference. Of course Megan's place looks lovely, but I can't see it, can I?
Thanks, Jenny. How's lock-in with the boyfriend going?
Decided to take his chances on the wild streets, eh? Rather than endure another romantic comedy.
Jeremy, Jenny says your hair looks stupid.
Yes, I can hear her.
She says she's not talking to you.
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
Make it so.
Okay, 10 seconds. Break a leg.
Shut it down! Turn it on.
5, 4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf.
You know what? I just want to watch the prostate video, and then I'm gonna have to go to class. Check your prostate.
Do you suffer from benign prostate enlargement? Come on. I'm Tommy the Fingernail Harris, sporting legend. I've got it all. 4 world championships, 2 cars, a bidet, and an enlarged prostate gland. Your prostate is a small gland about the size of a cherry tomato, located between your penis and your wee bag. If the prostate becomes enlarged, it can put pressure on the bladder. This can cause trouble starting to pee, and it can cause laundry-based trouble between you and your she-demon of an ex-wife. So what caused this big old prostate? In your bum. Well, sorry, me and the doctors, we don't know. But I can tell you, as you get older, your body changes. And that's okay.
Just really dick to face with that.
Book an appointment, for God's sake. Procedure is easy, it's quick, and it's not gay. I'm Tommy the Fingernail Harris. Rectums. Check.
Shut up! Piece of stinking filth. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm out of control.
There's only one thing I have to say about that.
I'm tired of your crap! What are you, some kind of homo? And then you're taken care of by your male lover.
All right. That's all I have for you here at the moment. So I only have one thing left to say, I guess.
Bye. Love you.